Okay, so this is going to be my last, video on this channel. Um, Unfortunately, I've lost the drive to make videos. I don't really see any point of even, being on YouTube. It's just, the same thing over and over again. And it's kind of saddening, to be honest. So, not sure if I'll, be uploading any further videos on this channel. If I'm just gone, I'm gone. So, don't bother looking for me. But, yeah, this is going to be my last video. I've tried to, push with these old video reviews, but it's not really satisfying to make. I don't like the current state of video games. We know that. So if they come up with some new improvements, I guess I'll keep making like gaming videos, or maybe gameplay videos, who knows, but I just don't have the motivation. There's really no future in YouTube for smaller channels. And on top of that, it's just, YouTube's just a monopoly at this point. It's just, there's like a handful of big channels and then smaller big channels, but yeah, I don't get paid for this, and I don't even think I want to get paid for this. I'd rather get paid off of ad revenue. I don't want to, like sell t-shirts or whatever. So I'm just going to stop making videos because, I'm exhausted all the time, and it's just another thing to worry about. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I've saddened any of you with this announcement, but I just don't see the point. So let's watch this Lord of the Rings Gollum. You can't make this up. They're making an entire game on Gollum. One literally a side character. Just screw it. Ran out of content. We've milked the books, milked everything. What is the most iconic character in Lord of the Rings? Oh, this ugly bad CGI character. We'll make an entire game based on that. Makes perfect sense. So first of all, what I see here is the graphics look terrible. It looks worse than the movie made like 30 years ago. At least get on par with early 2000s CGI. They can't even do that. They can't. Look at this. Okay, that's not gameplay. That's not gameplay. That stuff in the background is not gameplay. Not gonna bother, turning on the sound at all, because it just annoys me. It just pisses me off at this point. It's just lies, man. Good and well. Like, compare. Let me go back. Compare this to what they're showing right here. This to this. This is not gameplay. This is gameplay, so keep that in mind while watching this. This is just blatant false advertisement. You're not paying for a movie, you're paying for a game. Okay, if you're just going to pre-render a little short cinematic cutscene for your gameplay, keyword gameplay trailer, sort of splice that in. That's just unfair. That's concept art. That's not gameplay. That's literally concept art. That's a painting. That's a painting, man. So it looks like it's going to be like a Tomb Raider type game, where it's probably going to have parkour. It's probably going to have you just jumping on top of these things that are just floating, these chandeliers. So who knows, maybe you like these types of games that, just have you jumping on top of things over and over again, these Tomb Raider style games, these Uncharted style games. But haven't we seen enough of this already? Okay, and now they're just, reformatting it into Lord of the Rings style. Just watching this character makes my back hurt for some reason. Okay, so whoa, look at these textures. What is going on, man? Like, it's just blank. Like, the cave textures are just one solid color. It has no texture. It literally looks like a Unity game, like somebody just made. It literally looks like a Unity game that some college student made. I'm not even trying to be funny here, it's just the truth. So we have, as I said before, we're gonna have Tomb Raider. There's already Tomb Raider games. Why do we need every game to be based on these same mechanics? And, the interesting thing about these games is the puzzles and the parkour isn't even hard. It's not. It's just you grabbing on ledge. The game does everything for you. All you do is need to press A or spacebar and you just jump across this thing. There's no timing involved. There's nothing. There's no challenge. It's just one giant set piece. And it doesn't even look good. So is there going to be combat? Is there going to be a story? Is it going to be revolving around this gremlin? Going to collect a ring or something? Or, traveling to some... I don't know. I watch the Lord of the Ring movies, but the plot is just convoluted. Okay, so there is going to be combat. So this gremlin thing is going to to attack all these heavily armed people. When we know that's not what his character is. His character is not a fighter. I know that for a fact. And that's not gameplay, that's concept art. That's literally just concept art, bro. That's just a still image. And it doesn't even look good. They couldn't touch up the lighting on an image. Just take it in Photoshop and beef up the lighting. The lighting looks horrible. Horrible. This fire is right here. There's no sort of reflection on his body. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I'm not trying to, just be like, oh man, the graphics are bad. No, it just looks bad. The art style just looks bad. Everything looks bad. just looks bad, man. And I'm confused at what this is. Okay, if they can make this look this good, how come they can't make the freaking Gollum character look good? Your main freaking character in the freaking game. How come the main character in the game looks like crap, and then they show this, and it looks like freaking real life? Or is that a freaking action figure? Who knows? Yeah, that's an action figure. That's not in game. At least I'm assuming so. Okay, so another pointless game that is literally just based on already milked franchises. We need some new franchises. We need some new, epic storylines, epic freaking world building games that aren't based on side characters or side plots or whatever. Because I'm just bored. I'm so bored of gaming, which is why this is going to be my last video. It's literally just depressing. It's like watching, an industry that I grew up with just fall to pieces. Fall to pieces. I can't even remember. The last game I bought was Halo 4. Literally the last game. No, scratch that. The last game I bought was the Master Chief Collection. But the last game before that was Halo 4. And every single studio is the same. Every single studio has the same sort of tactics. And I'm just like seeing through the matrix, this consumerist matrix, how they're just avoiding any sort of creativity. And instead, the leaders of these companies, I'm not talking about the people that design the individual, maps and characters. I'm talking about the studio leader. The leadership is just devoid. These companies like Microsoft and Sony, they are all devoid of any sort of creativity. None. They have none. Zero. Zip. They're the leaders. Hey, why don't you, take risk? Who cares if you don't have, a game everybody loves or everybody instantly wants to buy? Take risk. You have billions of dollars. If anything, you should be taking the risk more than the little guy. The little developer studios are taking more risk than you. And you have all these freaking resources to, crank out 10 games a year, even if they're not the best. It's crazy. It's honestly insane. The absolute, mindless masses just instantly liking this, and it's sick. It's just sick. It's sick. You are worshiping a brand. You are literally worshiping a brand. If you didn't know what Lord of the Rings was, if you just completely take out Lord of the Rings, just pretend this is just some random, exclusive, game with no pre-existing, movies or anything, what would your thoughts be on this game? You'd probably think it's outdated and it's just a generic platformer. Now put that into perspective, that this is being released by, I'm assuming, a big game studio if it has the backing of, the Lord of the Rings brand name. I'm just done. I've said everything I needed to say on this channel, given my opinions. I've reviewed, I've done everything, and it's not changing. It's the same thing every single game. There is no hope. People are getting dumber. People are getting more brain dead. People are worshiping these brands more. They're doubling down on the consumerism. They are trading in brand names in place of creativity. So this is going to be my last video, and don't know if I'm going to, rebirth this channel. I'll still be playing other games, obviously. Still be playing video games. But, but as it goes with this channel, it's just depressing every time I make a video, because I know that there's going, no, what, scratch that. The only game I'm really looking forward to is probably GTA 6. That's literally the only game I'm looking forward to. The only game. Nothing else. And that's sad. That's very sad, because that's the only game with mods, open world, player freedom, multiplayer, voice chat that allows you to, say what you want, do what you want, be who you want. But games nowadays, they don't do that. Just generic, linear story with a 5-hour campaign that requires no real skill, no real challenge. You don't die over and over again like in old games, or good games, I should say. There's no challenge. It's like you're playing a movie. It's like you're just playing a boring movie, except you have to work for a bad plot. Each level is a bad plot. And the endings aren't even good. So it's not even a game. You're not even playing. You're just simply working to see a bad story. Because it's not fun. Okay? Don't tell me, hanging on to a wall and jumping over the easiest freaking jump that you don't even have the time, because the computer just automatically grips everything, automatically calibrates everything for you, does everything for you. Quick time events. Not playing. It's not a game. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. But that's just what I'm seeing. A lot of people aren't going to like that, and that's cool. Buy the game. Spend your money. But I'm not. That's my choice. And I don't have to like your freaking 100th freaking release of a game. Okay, I don't. It's just looks boring, and it looks bad. We need something new to reignite, my interest in this industry, because it's gotten to the point where it's just boring. So boring.